This is the cauliflower bites we're making today. If you want to know how to make it, watch my video to the end. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're making a light snack. We're gonna keep it very light today and a healthy snack too. So this is something that I make in my house and my kids actually like eating it. As you can see, it's cauliflower. So in the US, this is the size that we have here in the stores, at least where I live. So this is as big as it gets here. I know back home the cauliflower is gigantic, but that doesn't go here. This is the size that we have in the stores here. So for this quantity here, or this amount, I use 2 of these. So let me see, this is what we're gonna use today. Some salt, some chili pepper, some coriander, this is some starch, cumin, garlic powder, parsley, and some flour. So first thing first, I am going to actually mix my batter here in this big bowl. So I will dump all my flour in here. The exact ingredients and measurements will be in the video. And then I'm just gonna add everything to the flour. Starch, cumin, and the coriander, chili pepper, garlic powder, salt. I know the salt might look too much, but once we add the water to this mixture, it's gonna be just right. Okay, now I'm gonna start adding the water and mix, and let me see. So the consistency I'm looking for here is like let's say like a pancake batter. See, this is thick, so add more water. We don't want it too runny and we don't want it too thick. So use your own discretion here. And this batter actually reminds me of Korea. When I used to live in Korea, they used to make a batter similar to this, and they used to put like different vegetables in it and fry it, and it was so delicious. I remember I used to like the zucchini, which you guys can do that too. You can do zucchini instead of the cauliflower. You can do broccoli. If your kids are too picky, I promise you this is going to be a camouflage to the actual vegetable, and they'll eat it. This is something we used to snack on when we were little back in Egypt. My mom used to fry it and we used just to eat it. Actually, even the smell here, it reminds me of our home back home. So let me keep stirring this, and when I get the consistency that I'm trying to reach here, I'll get back to you guys. We're boiling some water here so we can drop the cauliflower florets into this water. These are the florets that I cut off earlier. So it's I cut them off like this first and then wash them before I drop them in this water. So make sure you cut them and wash them. This is some salt that I'm gonna drop in here, and some cumin. And slowly I'm going to start dropping these florets in here. Oops. We're going to leave it just for a few seconds, because remember, we're still going to fry this, so you don't want this to be mushy. So we're just going to let it sit in this water for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna start taking the cauliflower out of the water. Actually, I know I said earlier we're gonna drop it in here for a couple of seconds. It took actually like 10 minutes, give or take, on how big the florets are. So here, and it just, as soon as it gets fork tender, you just is ready to be taken out of the water. Because this is stage one. Stage two, it's gonna be fried in the oil. So I got all my first batch out of the water. Gonna drop my second batch here. Right. So now we're gonna go to the next stage, which is gonna drop this in the batter. So now it's time to drop the cauliflower into the batter. I don't know if you guys can see this, but see, it's just tender to the touch. It's very soft, but you don't want it very soft, because we're still gonna cook it in the oil. So let me show you the consistency of this batter right here. See, this is the consistency you're looking for. Oops, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop my cauliflower. And I have my oil going on the stove too, so it won't be super hot or super cold. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna just get rid of this whisk here. Drop the rest of them here and use this. So you want to make sure that the whole floret is covered with that batter. So make sure it's covered well, because there's some flavors into that batter too that adds some flavors to the vegetable. So I just dropped everything here. I'm trying just to get a good coat on my vegetables before I drop it in the oil. So I'm gonna take this batter to the stove, and we're gonna start frying the cauliflower. I'm gonna start dropping the cauliflower in the oil. Make sure your oil is hot. Let me drop all of them, guys, and once I'm done, I'll show you the final result. Once the cauliflower turns golden brown like this, you just need to start taking it out of the oil. So I'm taking all my vegetable out of the oil. This is the cauliflower bites that we made together today. I'm gonna serve it with some pickled limes, and these are pickled radishes. These are yummy, guys. I didn't make this, my sister made these, but these are yummy. Typically we can eat this with rice at home, but here, I mean, in the US or in the western side of the world, you guys can eat it with maybe ketchup or like ranch. You know, if your kids just really picky when it comes to vegetables, you can use some tricks on them. But I left this on the side so I can show you guys what it looks like once you take a bite. See, it's very soft from the inside and crunchy from the outside. So it smells really good. I'm gonna take a bite just to give it a test run here. It's really good. It is delicious, actually. So this is the dish that we made together today. Please try it. As I said, you can use any vegetables that you may like, or your children. Carrots, zucchini, broccoli, anything you like. Just try it, and don't forget to drop me a comment or give me a thumbs up. Bye, see you guys later.